Everybody get a Birkin bag. You get a Birkin bag. You get a Birkin bag. You get a Birkin bag. Head ass. I mean, you see that swing though? It's a short clip. Just run that back. Okay, she's grabbing something, and he tries to just...
But he was already on his way out?
Let's run that one more time.
Okay, so it seems like he's going for the suitcase or whatever that is.
Yeah, and now he's standing over the suitcase and...
trying to get back down to that level?
From how it's looking. And she's now just on the floor, like, looking dramatic. She looks like, she looks like she's out of air. And there's this guy. Damn, Quavo.
Oh, what? Oh, okay, that's because that's not the floor he needs to go to.
Yeah, because if you look in the beginning of the video, it looked like there were some things that fell on the floor. It looked like a cell phone, I would say, maybe a wallet or a purse. But yeah, I definitely want to go back up and quickly get that. But what's in that orange? What was she trying to take that?
Well, that's what they said was the PS5.
He's holding the door open for her. If you see right here, let's pause it. Like, he's holding the door open for her. So, and look at his face. If you see his face, he gives me the vibe like, he's like, you gonna do this again, really? Like, stop doing this. You always do this type of vibe. You always do this. Like, I get it, we're done, but like, don't do this right now. I don't got time for this. I'm working on the album right now. You know, my guy's waiting for me in the studio. Like, you really like cutting into my time, cutting into my schedule. I mean, that's the vibe that I'm getting from this.
See?
Yeah. She's still...
Because he's probably like, get up.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to leave you in the...
Yeah, like he's not going to leave you there to look stupid by yourself. He's going to... Yeah, just get your ass up, walk out. Yeah, being extra.
From what I see, I feel like let go of whatever the item is that he's going for. Because once he grabbed that, he was off it. So I can't necessarily say that he was aiming to harm her. It was just her grabbing an item that probably wasn't hers, trying to initiate something, trying to interact in a certain way, and expecting a certain reaction, which you clearly got. Even at the end when he's leaving, it looked like, yo, come on. Like, get up off the ground. Like, what are you doing? Because what do you look like leaving your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend, whoever, an associate on the floor stranded? Like, that's not a good look.
What I can't let go of is the scene where first she swings at him. He's not alarmed by it, so it's clear that this is not the first time she's swung at him. This has possibly been a long time thing behind the scenes where some hands have been misplaced, you know, in areas they don't need to be when aggression is involved, you know? Another thing was, why go so hard for a PS5?
It's probably not yours.
Are you trying to take it for another dude? You have a younger brother that you're trying to impress? Like, you know, is your dad into games? Like, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around you and this PS5, allegedly. Damn. I hear the streets talking and saying Quavo got to take an L on this, but from my take, from how I see this, I am forced to believe, like, the toxic one. I mean, they're both toxic. They are both toxic. But the most toxic one in this footage, which is Saweetie. She's on the ground being all traumatic, crying, like she's out of breath after swinging, throwing one punch that took your breath. Wow. You're huffing and puffing over a PS5. Like, make it make sense. Just make it make sense.
Because the thing is, even if you're dealing with someone like Quavo isn't, you know, dealing with someone...
He's a bit frail.
Basically.
A bit frail.
He is frail. He does look very...
Yeah, gotta work on some areas, but not in the financial department.
No, he's doing well. He's doing very well. But I do feel like it's not to say that he's physically intimidating. And you know, we don't know their dynamic. We don't know what goes on in their home or when they were, you know, cohabitating. But I just feel like if someone is only going for the item, let the item go. If they continue to fuss and fight after that, okay, it's something else. But if they're just swinging just to get that, and when they get that, they're done. You just gotta, especially as a woman, in any situation, whether the man is physically intimidating or not, you gotta back up, like, enough. And I think too many women are like, rah, rah, oh, this and that. And it's like, okay, then you get swung on, and then what happens? Oh, he hit me, blah, blah, blah. And then there's no accountability.
There's lack of awareness and there's blissfulness. Which one was that in this footage?
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta know when to draw the line. You gotta know when it's like, okay, this is going a bit too far.
You're in public.
You're in public as well too, and you're a public figure, so those two do not go well when you guys are caught up in a domestic situation. I'm just trying to take it back to what Saweetie said a few months back with the Birkin bag. You know, if you're gonna involve yourself with these type of high-profile men, there are these things that come with that, with the Birkin bags, and make sure he's able to provide you with everything that you need and want. There's also these other elements that come with that too, like possible side chicks and numerous women coming after your man and all these possible rumors that may pop up and things like that. So for her to act as if these things are new to this world, you know, it's once again a bit alarming. These are key indicators. These are red flags that you guys need to also pay attention to.
Yeah, because what people value is important.
Yeah.
And she's exhibited behavior that shows she values money. She values a certain type of attention, which doesn't necessarily seem emotional. It's just more so of what can you do for me? What image can you provide for me? She's come up a lot. Didn't we just watch her freestyle?
Yeah, on Hot 97.
From a few years ago.
Came a long way. Really trash.
But
horrible.
She's cultivated this whole identity, you know, with this icy university or whatever.
And Birkin bags,
and all this type of stuff. And it's just like, bro, like, you're not going to be known for much if you're not being mentioned with the same people that came out around the time as you're being mentioned for your relationship. You're being mentioned for the Birkin bag shit. You're being mentioned for really trivial things that have nothing to do with talent. So I'm confused.
I'm not sure who you really trying to compete with. Are you competing with the Nicki Minaj's of the world, with, you know, trying to be the best possible artist that you could be, or are you trying to compete with the Lori Harveys of the world? I'm baffled. I think
she's caught up in between, you know, definitely pretty privileged. Like, Saweetie is a beautiful girl. She has a lot of opportunities ahead of her. I'm sure she can do a lot. Like, I don't want to discredit her, but I do feel like when you put out all these things and then you want people to feel bad for you, I've been taking the cheating and I've been fighting and blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, but you were shitting on people a few months ago about what their man could buy them. So you were acting like everything was great.
Birkin bag this.
And now you swing.
Best friend that.
True. And now you want all the sympathy. Oh, he's been cheating me. Oh, but I thought, is this supposed to be unconditional love? Is somebody supposed to pay for your whole lifestyle and then not be able to move how they want to be moving?
High profile men don't consist of puppets. There are so many other elements that come these type of figures, and it's a lot to deal with. But, you know, you want that Birkin bag, just know there's a few of them outside of you that want the same thing, and he's able to provide all of them.
For everybody.
For everyone. Everybody get one. Everybody get a Birkin bag. You get a Birkin bag. You get a Birkin bag. You get a Birkin bag. Head ass.
He's a problem as well.
He's an enabler.
Because what did you want Saweetie for? Saweetie is more attractive than he is. So he gets the, you know, pretty chick on his arm. So he was exercising that as well. I think they both were into each other for superficial reasons. And if you're fighting like that, you should already know it's toxic. And if they're fighting like that in a public elevator, you know it's been 10 times worse in private.
Two forces like that, when they come together, it creates an explosion. And we got that on footage. But it was enough to let you know that was a toxic situation. And that comes with the Birkin bags.
And it's not so much about the Birkin bag. It's more so about how relationships are being framed. If you want it to be a business transaction, then you need to own on all those parts of the transaction. You
gotta play the role, baby.
If you have something that's unconditional, someone purchasing a Birkin bag wouldn't even be something to really talk about to the public. It wouldn't be, I mean, I'm sure you'd mention it to someone, oh, he got me this Birkin bag, isn't this thoughtful? But it wouldn't be something to be putting it out there as if that was a condition of the relationship, is you have to buy me this, you have to do this for me. Because I feel like if it's unconditional, whatever the person's price range is, whether it's, you know, $50,000 or whether it's $10 million.
That doesn't come with being a bad bitch. Birkin bags.
You can't just assume. You should also work for your own. That's one thing I can say about Quavo. Migos have been pretty consistent over the past few years. I mean, they're not necessarily my favorite group, but I definitely have to
give them the roses.
Yeah, I mean, they've been very consistent. I can't really say the same. I don't think Saweetie has solidified any sort of legacy.
Right.
So to try and now tarnish this person who really up until now hasn't really had any issues. I really haven't heard of any.
The most that we heard from him was with the Joe Budden altercations, but
we've heard more crap about Offset. You don't really hear about Takeoff. You don't really hear about any nonsense with Quavo. You don't really. Yeah. So now this woman enters his life, and then it's a bunch of crap. I mean, not.
But now you get to add a little spice to his lifestyle because he's an all-around talent, man. So
spice.
Hey, you gotta spice it up. You know.
What spice? What spice? The drama?
Yeah.
Toxic shit.
Booyaka.